You know, I look forward to going to Florida every year. I get to hang out with Mike Vadess, and I get to go gator hunting with Glenn. And Glenn knows his stuff.
Yeah, I tell you what, I wish I could have got some time together to go down there this year, because that sounded like a blast. Your hunt was awesome. It wasn't your typical gator hunt.
Well, it's mine and Mike's first day here in Tampa. We're going to meet up with Glenn here at the archery shop. We're going to get the struther all set up, get the gator gear on it, grab my case out of the back, and we'll be ready to go. We'll be on gators this afternoon. And of course, the first thing I do every time I get there is I go to Glenn's archery shop. And Tampa Archery is a beautiful shop. They have everything. But the main thing I do when I get there is we're setting the bow up and getting ready to go hunting. You know, once we got the bow all dialed in and set up with the gator fishing stuff, we headed out, and it was about a 2.5 hour drive to the lake.
Yeah, you know, Glenn's got some honey holes he's got picked out that's got some giant, I mean, if you want to kill, you know, a 10-footer or a 12-footer or 13-footer, I mean, he's got certain places where he knows where those gators are.
You know, he's been doing it so long. He gets, what, 800 and some tags a year, and he can literally hunt any style you want. I mean, if you want to hunt a river system or private ponds or lakes, he's got the hunt for you. And this time, I wanted to call gators in, which was completely different than my first gator hunt there. Instantly, Glenn puts us on a big gator and we set up to call them in. And they call them in just like coyotes. They actually have an electric call, and then Glenn can do it with his mouth. So we set up on that first gator, and they would pop up probably 20, 25 yards, and you don't have enough line. You know, 20, 25 yards should be a chip shot, but you don't have enough line. And once they turn sideways, you have this much area underwater to hit. We're calling, and Glenn looks over, and it looks like a floating battleship about 200 yards from us, across this lily pad, over 2 mud banks. And Glenn's like, man, I don't know if he'll come in, but that's him. And he started calling with his mouth, and sure enough, that thing comes over the first, climbs over a mud bank, stalks through the lily pads, which is eerie, dude, to see an animal that big stalking you, and it makes no noise. I mean, it's a 12-foot gator making 0 noise. He's facing us.
Happy.
Huh?
He's not happy. Something to the right of him. No, you got him. You got him. You got him.
Harpoon in him? You want to get the harpoon in? Let me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way. That's a big gator. That's a big gator, dude. Yeah, when I hit it, I didn't know what I'd done. I mean, I just knew it was a big gator, and I was pumped. And Glenn looks at me and he goes, dude, he goes, that's like shooting a 200 class whitetail. He said, that's the biggest gator ever killed on this lake with a bow. I don't know how.
He is in the boat.
When me and Glenn started rolling him in, we had everybody else on the other side of the boat, but he was so heavy that he was actually pulling the boat under the water as we were pulling him in.
Now grab the front leg right here.
Yeah, I got this leg.
Yeah, hold over. Now, grab the back leg.
Mike, you're here on Kill Stuff. Right here, buddy. Right here. Right here. All the time. You and me.